62 knots, 60, there, I know, I'm in the turn, that's fine. We're hot, I've got a bit of speed to flare if I need it. Straight the jet out. On the brakes. On the brakes. She's not wanting to brake, is she? She wants, no, stop. Power! Let's see if we get away with it, Davies. Okay, welcome back to Fast Ship Performance then. My name is Tim Davies and today we're in the Cub again. And what we're going to do is fly out of a little place here called Nowchick. I'm just going to go into my virtual world. Nowchick is an airfield. I can't even zoom in and out, stand by. Okay, it's a world then that we use in my school in Shadowlands, but really in Digital Combat Sim. And what we're using now is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Caspian Sea's here, you've got the Black Sea there, Crimea up here, and we actually fly out of Georgia, which is here, of course. Some of these airfields, Kataisi, will be familiar to my students. But to the north, we also go to some airfields called Nowchick, Mozdok and Beslan, which are here. And today I thought I'd just fly out of Nowchick to show my students a little bit about the town, because when you approach the town in the school on exercise 11, I think it might be, on the Primo syllabus, we come in this way and it can be quite confusing for people. The whole town is quite hard to find, and we're just going to try and find out some little bits about this airplane, the handling of it, and just, let's go flying. All right, guys, so I'm in my little airplane now. It's a little Cub, as we can see from the outside. Looks like this. Pretty cool on the gang, isn't it? Let's have a look around the outside if we can. Pretty straightforward. I'll keep my view in here just for the little takeoff bit, and then I'll come out of this window just so you can see that I'm actually in virtual reality. I'm not cheating by being in track R. This is the Pimax Crystal Light headset, which I'm really getting used to now and I'm really loving. So for Microsoft Flight Sim, it's an absolute dream. Let's get airborne. We're going to look at stall speeds primarily in the clean configuration and in the full flap configuration. Remember that the combined speed indicator actually works in kilometers per hour, not knots. So all these Cub pilots around the world criticizing me, it's in a different speed, fam. It's in a different speed. Look here, kmh, kilometers per hour. So it's not your standard Cub. Right, controls are good. Let's have a look. Controls are good on the wing. Fuel, we have some. It was quite heavy on fuel, isn't it? It's quite heavy. We'll go with that. And flappage we have. We're going to do a short takeoff here. So let's have a look. Power on the brakes, sticks back, and rolling. And just ease the stick slightly forward then. We're almost flying now. We are airborne, we are flying. I'm going to allow the aircraft to accelerate before I start moving that flap. Now I'm going to start bringing a bit of flap up. Hold it, there we go. Keep the climb attitude. I'm looking at 100 knots and I want to carry on that climb there. Full flap coming up now. Lever's up, flap is up, and now we're going to climb at 100 knots. Look at Nowchick. We fly out of this very Russian city on the southern edge of Russia. And we fly out of here, we park over there. Engine failure after takeoff would be straight ahead, obviously. We're going to have a look at some of these apartment complexes, which I always find interesting. I'll take myself out of the picture now. You know that I'm obviously flying in VR, guys, like this. Pimax do make a great headset. It's so realistic. It's crazy. I think, actually, I get $10 for every one you buy. Gonna make me a millionaire in it. Make me a millionaire. So what I'll do, I'll just get out of the picture now there. Okay, so first thing we do then, let's find an area without people over to the right there. We're gonna do some stalling. In fact, there's a big area over there, isn't there? If you're gonna drop an aeroplane, it's obviously best not to drop it on an orphanage. So we go over here, let's go over here, and what we're gonna do is, as I said, 4,500 feet, we're gonna start slow down. And we're just gonna look at the stall then. So keep the height here, dead wings clear. So look, we've got slow and reducing airspeed. Try and keep that altitude if I can. Altitude increasing. We'll get some buffet. There's the stall, about 70 knots. What happens at stall? We get a wing drop. Allow the aircraft to drop into it so it doesn't spin. Power. Nearest horizon, climbing up. Watch for the overspeed in this airplane. Very easy to do. We've got 4,000 and we'll conduct one now. We do full flap, and I think the problem is it's quite a rapid reduction in speed. So 4,000 feet, we'll just keep a bit of power on there, about 3,000 RPM, and we'll take some flap now. So good ahead, dead wings clear, half flaps travelling. We'll go for full flaps. We're always going to land with full flap. So we've got about 2,600 RPM on. We'll take full flap now. Full flap is indicating 80 knots, got a bit of power in there. We're looking for a stall speed, and then we're going to land on some buildings in it. Wings level, there's 65, 60, so 60 knots, 62 knots it looks, oh, 62 kilometers per hour, sorry. And And what happens at the stall on this one? Wings level, and again we get the wing drop there. And just careful, that's flap limiting speed there as well. Flap's coming up, flap is indicating up. Let's go and find some buildings. We really are just going to hooligan this little jet around, to be fair. Lots of rudder in the turn. Remember, we have a wing on there, we don't take the wing off. So let's go. We don't want to roll this airplane, we've got to be quiet. There's a nice street down there, isn't there? I don't know whether we're going to fit down that street. Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. Obviously in the turn we will stall earlier. V accelerated stall equals V basic stall multiplied by the root of the G you are pulling. So we have to be careful of that. So 2G, 1.14, we had a stall speed of 100 knots. All of a sudden we've got stall speed of 141 knots. And again, I'll go through all this in the school, guys, obviously. Okay, wings, they look alright, don't they? Good speed. We've got the abort option above if we need it. A bit bumpy, these streets, aren't they? We're a truck. Choo-choo! A bit of a change in direction there, let's go upstairs. Looking for that 100 knot climb. Yeah, so see, there'll be some cars down there. So let's go find some apartment buildings, do some stuff around then. Heading back towards the airfield. Who's over there on the left? And we'll just go and have a look. There's a street down there. I don't think we're going to fit down this street, are we? That should take us back to the airfield though. All these sort of Russian cities stuff fascinate me about the architecture. Now I know this is the Microsoft Flight Sim, but it does bring something different than what DCS brings, of course. DCS though, I do love the flight model, especially on jets. I don't think the flight models on jets on Microsoft Flight Sim is very good at all. I need to use this Crystal Light headset in DCS to show you what's going on there, guys, but it really is truly amazing, the clarity. Hopefully you're getting some of this though. It's picture clear, really. I believe you can even see the scratch points on there as well. Right, so let's go find a building to land on. About that building down there to the left. We don't want any furniture on top of the building, so any of these kind of heating blocks or anything, we can't do anything with those. That building looks alright down there, doesn't it? Looks like it's got nothing on it. So we're going to want a steep approach angle with a lot of flat. That building looks completely clear there. Right, we're going to land that building there. We haven't got any wind set. The wind could be a hindrance to us. So let's keep a height on it. I'm going to take flap early, coming through 100 knots. We're going to make an approach literally just above the stall speed, like 70 knots. Taking flap now, below 100. Taking full flap on this one, it is indicating. Fuel is good. So let's keep a nice high approach. See if we can land on that building there. Good speed, 65 knots. I really want to be just above that. I want to be about 70 knots if I can. Sorry, 70 kilometers per hour. So now we're going to start coming down now. We're going to lower that nose. Hold it. I really want to be like 65 if I can. That's it. Nice steep approach. That makes our landing point more assured. I will have to go around with this if I'm not assured of the landing here. I think I'm landing long on this one. I am. The speed's hot. Landing long, speed's hot. So let's do that again. Let's bring that touchdown point shorter. Stabilise my speed a longer way out there, not gash it like an idiot. I don't fly light aircraft, guys. I was a fast jet guy in the military, of course. So I'm not really too sure what this is all about. It's in the comments. Educationise me. Might be a little bit heavy on fuel. We'll go with it. There we go. There's the stall. Nose down. So there, now that's it. Now I might just come in at a little bit of an angle just so I can see that touchdown point. Bring the power back. Power's at idle. Now what's going on here? That's looking good. That's looking better. 65 knots. That's looking good. That's looking good. Keeping it there. 65 knots is good. Aim point is assured. So I'm going a little bit short. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's good. Keeping it coming in. Good. Flare. Power. Yeah, we're not landing on that again, Davies, are you, mate? Too long again. Don't turn. Nose down. Well, I'll be honest with you, it's not as easy as I thought it would be to get that aim point, because it gets hidden beneath the nose, isn't it? So we'll try one more time and then we'll sack it off, because else I'm going to kill myself here, aren't I? 62 knots, 60. There, I know. I'm in the turn, that's fine. In the turn. Speed needs to come back. It's not come back, is it? There's our crab. There's the crab. We're hot. We're hot. We're hot. We're hot. I've got a bit of speed to flare if I need it. Straight the jet out. On the brakes. on the brakes. She's not wanting to brake, is she? She wants... No, stop. Power! Let's see if we can get away with it, Davies. Can you get away with it, mate? No, you can't. Oh. Man. So what happened there is you panicked, didn't you? So I fell off the building. Won't happen again. One more chance and then we'd leave it. This flight tape ended up being massive otherwise, won't it? What is it now? Oh, this is ridiculous. Let's go. One more chance. One more chance on this. One more chance. I'll leave myself in. Let's do this. Let's do it. Power's coming up. We've got flappage. I'm going to go for a no flap takeoff today. All flap is coming up. We'll get some speed on with this. It's over here somewhere. We're going to go straight for this approach now. Rudder in there. There we go. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. That is pretty much full rudder in there now. 66. 66. 66. Come on. 66. That's looking nice. Off the rudder. Leave the throttle alone, Davies. Stand on the brakes. On the brakes, mate. On the brakes. Keep your rudder. Straight your rudder. Straight your rudder. Straight. Hold it. Oh, you ledge, mate. What? I stopped on the building. Microsoft Flight Sim lies to me. You saw me. I stopped on the building. Why wouldn't it let me stop on the building? If you know, write the comments. That was a good landing. You and I know it was a good landing. The game lies! All right, guys. I'll let you go anyway. It's a bit of a long tape. Appreciate it. Much love. Hit the memberships if you want to do more of this, all right? You know it, all right? Love you lots. Tim Davies, Fast Jet Performance. I don't think we can actually roll this jet at all. I don't think it wants to really roll. Lots of rudder. Lots of rudder. She's stopping upside down. Lots of rudder. Oh, this is not a bad place for her, isn't it? Oh, okay. Bad place. Yeah! Whoa, we touched the wheels. Let's get some flappers and land it, shall we? Before we damage it too much. That's flap down there. Let's land over here, shall we? Power. Speed's coming back. Yeah, boy. Get the wheels down. Hold it off. Yeah, stick's fully back. How cool are we? Well, I think it's fair to say we're getting better with this little airplane, guys. You know.